Welcome back, everyone. Jim here. Well, today is Thursday, the 8th, I believe it is, of August. And it's going to be probably upper 70s today, mid 70s. Beautiful day, low humidity. Linda has the next today and tomorrow off, grandchild duty. And then this weekend, I think we got the whole clan up here. So I'm not sure how much we're going to get done in the next few days. But anyway, you can see we've got all the sections done. And what I'm doing today is pulling the sections together, making sure I got corner to corner square measurements, and making sure everything stays level and plumb. So I'm going to bring you along for that. And then hopefully I might get to the skirting that goes all the way around it. So let's go up there and take a look. So from up here, you can see an overall perspective. And we actually had 3 sections, one in the middle, one on the end, times 2 sides. So 6 sections. We built them all right here in this corner. And then on a previous video, if you watched us, we used rollers. And once this section was done, we rolled it down into place. And we done that for each section. So that was kind of interesting, went pretty well. So now what I got to do is do some final checking. Obviously we got to do corner to corner. Make sure it's square. And then along the center, I've got to connect all those centers together and make sure they're flat. And then once that's all done, we go around the whole edge with another layer of pressure treated, which forms the outer rim. In order to make sure that the edges stay straight, I think you can see here, I've got a string line. You can see it there if I get in the right angle. And it's connected all the way down to the end. And what we do is measure, take a measurement right here, and then make sure that it's exactly the same way down the other end. And then all along this edge, make sure that the measurement remains consistent. That way we know we got a relatively straight edge. And we've done the same thing on the 24-foot side to make sure this edge comes out fairly even. Now granted, these 12-foot 2x10s can have a little bit of sway in them. I think if you look, you can see how this one's a little bit like a banana, but that'll straighten out once we put the decking on. So there's 3 points right here along the center, and right here where we're going to make sure are in a straight line. And actually likewise on this side, every post is where we check to make sure it was good. And the rest of it, if it's off just a little bit, we'll tweak it and nail it down. And along the center beam, what I'm doing, and it's coming out pretty good, is pulling it together and making sure that it's screwed together. Now I stopped, I haven't finished, that's what I'm going to do today. Pull the rest of it together and make sure that it's even across the top. Just to give you an idea, that's I got a square, and I just measure across the top to make sure it's flat and the edges are even. And then I'm sure that the decking when we go over will be even. So anyway, stay with me. That's what I'm going to do to start with, is this center. And when you look at it, I mean, it looks pretty good right now, actually. I mean, some builders would probably go with it. But I've still got to pull that seam together. Right now, she's not together. She's probably got an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch opening between the two halves. And what I'm going to be doing is pulling those together using the tools that I showed you. Now, I thought you might see more from this angle, but I'm guessing you might not now. So I'm going to pull some together. And like I said, you can see further down where it's open, and we're going to take and close that gap. Okay, so we're probably almost a couple hours later, and have the seams pulled together. I think it came out pretty good. So I'm happy. It's level across. The sections are all pulled together. Next, I guess we'll focus on some of the beams that go along the sides to connect them in.